afternoon, everyone. My name is Katie Walters, and I am Leadership Kitsap's Executive Director. On behalf of Leadership Kitsap Foundation, welcome to our Leadership Kitsap Class of 2020 graduation. So I really just want to thank our team of volunteers for helping produce today's graduation. And despite a couple hours of trying to get the kinks out clearly, we haven't gotten them all out. So it's one of those things that there's so much grace during this time to try new things and to be adventurous. So thank you for moving along with us. I also want to thank our many program sponsors. Several are on this call with us today, and our supporters for watching during our Facebook Live feed. So thank you. This might not be the place that we had planned to be at the start of the year, but here we are. And thankfully, there's been a lot of grace, like I mentioned, in just trying this. And what an incredible year of learning, growth, and resilience. So this afternoon really is a celebration of 26 individuals who have committed the last 10 months to learning and experiencing our amazing and unique community, to learning so much more about Kitsap. And they learned about collaborative learning and teamwork through their community service projects, engaged in our positive leadership curriculum. They experienced, explored, and participated in monthly challenge days across the county and even online, and learned about themselves along the way. Their leadership and resilience was put to the test as we moved our challenge days to Zoom amid COVID-19 and Washington's stay-at-home, stay safe orders. Projects and team meetings were adapted and assignments turned into independent study. So thank you, class, for this truly unforgettable year. Through your experience, persistence, and resilience, you are all now more prepared to make a positive difference in Kitsap County. We need you more than ever. I would like to now turn the program over to our host for today, Leadership Kitsap's Board President, Jeff Fawcett. Jeff is an alum of the class of 2014. He has served on the board of directors and our curriculum committee since 2015. Professionally, he has just been named South Kitsap Fire and Rescue's new fire chief. We are grateful, Jeff, for your thoughtful, forward-thinking leadership to guide us through this crazy year. Please help me welcome Jeff Fawcett.
Well, thank you, Katie, and thank you all of you for joining us this afternoon and those watching on Facebook Live. We're honored to provide this program to the emerging leaders of Kitsap County. I'm used to saying emergency, I'm sorry. The emerging leaders of Kitsap County, and it would not be possible without our many sponsors. At this time, we would like to recognize the executive sponsors: Kitsap County Foundation, Olympic College, the Point Casino and Hotel, and Port Madison Enterprise. Thank you for partnering with us to grow great leaders in Kitsap County. We would also like to thank our community sponsor, Exidio Consulting, Kitsap Credit Union, Kitsap Regional Library Foundation, Sound Options Group, and Watson's Furniture Group. Thank you to our many program and challenge day sponsors, and especially our community support of Leadership Kitsap this year, going through the Kitsap Great Give. Leadership Kitsap fosters and empowers educated, prepared, and engaged community leaders. Throughout my 5 years serving on this board, I can tell you that our board of directors is truly committed to that mission, and all board members who are online now, please wave. Thank you, David. Thank you, Theresa, Ashley, Wendy. Thank you, everybody that I can't see on my screen. We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much. This has truly been a year of resiliency. The class of 2020 has shown to many that leadership is anything but ordinary. Here's a quick video recap for your year.
In the middle of a Zoom meeting.
Wow. Wow, that was pretty awesome. What a year. Each year, our Leadership Kitsap graduates develop and complete an impactful community service project, a part of their class curriculum. Since 1995, 109 community projects have been completed. We continue to be amazed at the caliber of projects completed by our classes. And even though the events had to be canceled and plans changed, teams made a difference and fulfilled community needs. As you watch these presentations, my hope is that you will learn something new about Kitsap County, the resources we have, and perhaps even a desire to get involved with one of those many worthy community partners. Here to introduce our project teams this year is our project co-chairs from the class of 2019, woo-hoo, Matt Pickering and Adrian Weber. Matt, can you guys unmute, please?
Do I need to start over?
Yes, you do. Thank you. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. So for those of you that don't know us and are watching live, I'm Matt Pickering, and this is Adrian Weber, and we're project co-chairs for the class of 2020. We'll go into that and what that means here in a minute. But first of all, we were students in the class of 2019, and we were selected to come back to support this group. Our role was to act as a liaison between the Leadership Kitsap board and the students in the class, specifically as it related to the projects that they took on. Adrian's going to talk a little bit about the projects, but I'd like to start out by congratulating the group. We feel very, very fortunate to have been a part of the class of 2020. We've seen leadership, we've seen commitment, we've seen joy, we've seen anxiety. We've seen about every range of emotion as we've gone through this entire class. And the word resilient has come through and been the celebrated word of this class for the entire year. And I commend everybody that took part in this program this year for a successful completion of this program. We both have learned so much from you, as much, if not more, than we learned last year. So a very sincere congratulations to all of you. So as we talk about projects, we go back to the beginning of the year. Each student in the class was asked to fill out evaluations of themselves and take questions and answer about themselves to develop and understand their values, their strengths, and even their personality. They took tests like the Myers-Briggs personality test, and they took the Strengths Finders test with the help of Exudio Consulting. So they were chosen based on how they would mesh as a team, what values they have in line with each other, and they were asked to put together a project and put together a project that supported a community partner. And I'm going to ask Adrian to talk a little bit about what those projects were and what they meant to the community.
So each of the teams looked at their core values, and they looked out in the community and tried to reach out and find a partner that had reflected those core values. They got together with their partners, they identified a need, they made a plan, and then they started taking action on their plan. They were well on their way, and then a pandemic hit, and the world shut down. But these teams didn't. They were so, like Matt said, resilient. Some of them changed their direction. Some of them had some interesting consequences with how that they found some information because of the way the world changed. And basically, they had to face one of the biggest leadership challenges, that the world will see. They use their creativity, they use their passion, they use their skills, and they adapted and were resilient and creative, and they came up with ways to continue. All of the topics that you will see in all of these projects are really relevant to the conditions of the world today. And even though they didn't get to do their projects the way they intended, they still all have a tremendous impact on our community. And I want to just thank all of you for all of your really hard work, because it is really important to our community. And congratulations, guys. way to go.
All right, let's turn it to over now to our team one, Team Blue.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Austin Kershaw. I am I have the privilege and honor of introducing Team One, Team Blue. Our sponsor was the Great Peninsula Conservancy with out of Bremerton. We had a piece of property that they have out in Port Orchard where we were going to go out and help remove invasive plant species, plant some tree saplings so they could be transported to other areas in the community, and to create training videos for recruitment purposes and safety, basic use of tools, and actually how to go plant new plants so they would thrive and grow. And of course, unfortunately, with the recent events, we couldn't go through with our big project, but through our sponsorship with them, they got a grant from Puget Sound Energy so they could go build a small greenhouse on the property that we were looking at, and so they can continue on, and we do plan on helping them out again. And they were a great partner, and I'd like to thank my team, Elsa Cryer, Bridget Glasspool, Jenny Higgs, Sarah Chamberlain, and Tatiana Ipanchin, and I just extremely grateful, and enjoy the video.
We all need clean air, clean water, and healthy land. Stewardship is essential to protect these resources, and I think requires an enormous community effort by individuals, local government, land trust, service organizations, businesses, and schools, all of us working together with a common goal of preservation, restoration, and education.
Washington was put on a stay home, stay healthy order. Our event to build a sapling nursery planting hundreds of trees with the help of community youth and GPC stewards was canceled. In order to save the trees that were purchased with a grant from Puget Sound Energy, Allie and Claire from GPC had to proceed without us in order to practice social distancing. These saplings will be used throughout the Kitsap Peninsula at many locations maintained by Great Peninsula Conservancy. This work ensures that environmental decision makers have open spaces to plan for, protect, and enjoy in the years to come.
Build in the nursery.
Where?
I'm excited for her.
Why?
For all of our little baby plants to stay safe.
This is stage one.
All right, Alexa, Team Orange.
Cool. Hi, everybody. I'm going to introduce Team Orange, Team 2. We were able to create a partnership through a few different nonprofits, but our main partner was Georgia's House in Bremerton, which is a transitional shelter for women and their families in Bremerton. We were able to develop a self-care program for the women and the families that live in Georgia's House through West Sound Tech, and a family connectedness piece of our project as well through Pheasant Fields Farm and a local photographer for the women to have to get family pictures and things like that. So I think the video speaks for itself, but that's it.
Georgia Matson was known for her compassionate heart and was the spark in this community that founded Georgia's House. Her goal was to provide a place where all who entered felt welcome and at home. The Orange Team's project supports the mission of Georgia's House, which is to provide secure housing for families fleeing domestic violence in the same manner of Georgia Matson, taking into consideration not just the family's physical needs, but the heart of the issue. When we asked Georgia's House for an unmet need that these families were facing, the answer was not more physical items. The women needed to be able to take care of themselves and their families again. The staff felt that the women needed assistance to prioritize self-care and activities with their families. With this in mind, we developed the Connect and Care Project as a platform for Georgia's House to bring these elements to the families under their care. Developed a partnership with West Sound Technical Skills Center. The School of Cosmetology donated vouchers for haircuts or spa facials. The vouchers are held for Georgia's House residents that want to prepare for an interview or simply want to feel better about themselves. Family connection is an important need for everyone. This need was never more evident than when we brought a Christmas tree donated by Bacon's Tree Farm to Georgia's House in December. To support the need for connection, we decided to fund a family activity for each resident. Our search to build healthy activities that strengthen family bonds led us to develop a partnership with Pheasant Fields Farm. The farm offers tours and is known for their school outings. Pheasant Fields Farm also donated vouchers that will allow the residents of Georgia's House to bring their family together for a special day on the farm. We wanted to create an ongoing project, so we provided Georgia's House with a brochure and roadmap to fund the project into the future. The Orange Team has determined that we are not done at Georgia's House. We hope to witness that spark that we believe this project will produce in the lives of these families. We have hope for their future and believe that for a community to be whole and healthy, it must be based on people's love and concern for each other. If you would like to join us in supporting Georgia's House, find out more about it at United Way's Volunteer Kitsap website.
Thank you. Now we'll hear from Bridging the Gap, Michael.
Thank you, Katie. I'm Michael with Team Bridging the Gap. We started out as 5 and we were 4, but our team consisted of Heather Lukashin from Olympic College, Ken Dickinson, and Arena Kong. Sorry. We came together and we wanted to make an impact in the youth of today's lives. And as we got going, the bridging the gap between the police department and our youth, we saw was one that really needed to happen. And with everything that has happened, we saw this project is even more important now than when we started. We had just started working with the Bremerton Boys and Girls Club when the coronavirus hit. And so we didn't get too far, but we built a plan for them that they love. They had been looking for a program like this and wanted to implement it. So with the help of the Law Enforcement Youth Program, the Kitsap Sheriff's Department, the Bremerton Police Department, and so many others, we were able to build this program. And the four of us look forward to continuing with this program and seeing it through. So we'll watch our video.
Imagine a place where you can throw a ball at a cop and not get arrested. Sometimes you forget that police are regular people, just like you and I. They get messy eating cupcakes. They can be clumsy. They like to play basketball and can be goofy, just like you. They are also mums and dads, sisters and brothers, just like you.
The purpose of Bridging the Gap program is to build that relationship between police officers and the young participants of the Boys and Girls Club of Bremerton. We bring these two groups together for 8 weeks on a weekly basis to just get to know each other, form relationships, and build trust. We want to make a mark on the lives of the young participants and on the law enforcers to open hearts and minds.
The Boys and Girls Club of Bremerton are the perfect partners for this program. They share our vision and our goals of strengthening relationships and building trust at a critical time. They were truly excited to bring this program to their kids.
Over the course of 8 weeks, kids and cops will come together every Tuesday to interact on a personal level. Kids can learn all about what police officers do in a low-key environment. They'll also get to know the playful side of cops by joining in on a variety of games throughout the program. 1 week might be a fun session of dodgeball, while another will be a chance to meet the police dogs or watch how detectives solve a case. We'll even stage a case for kids to solve themselves.
The program will end with a graduation ceremony where the kids will shake the hand of the sheriff and chief of police and receive a token of completion, such as a challenge coin and certificate.
In the end, the goal is to strengthen the relationship between kids and their police officers that will hopefully last for the rest of their lives.
The youth we serve at the Boys and Girls Club come from a wide range of backgrounds and situations. For them to have an opportunity to connect and interact with our local police officers as human beings outside of their role as cops will be a valuable experience for them, and one I know they are excited for. It will be good for them to see that our police officers are people too. Our staff has been talking about implementing a program like Bridging the Gap for a long time, and we are very excited to see this finally happen.
Hi guys, this is Gary Simpson, Kitsap County Sheriff. I think in today's environment, we especially want to build strong, trusting relationships with our communities and especially our kids. And we want all of our people and citizens to understand that police officers are people first and cops second. And we're excited about the fact that this program is being put together right now with Bridging the Gap. What a team to bridge that gap between kids and police officers. It's fun for us and good for our police officers to interact with kids and help them grow. And one last thing I'd like to say is that, yes, we do like donuts too. We are just like you.
Although we weren't able to start the Bridging the Gap program as planned in April, we have a tentative timeline to start an 8-week program in fall of 2020. We are dedicated to see this program through when it is possible and safe for us to do so. We want to thank the Leadership Kitsap for letting us participate in this amazing program. Thanks also to the Boys and Girls Club of Bremerton, Kitsap Sheriff's and Corrections Department, and Bremerton Police Department. This program would not be possible without all of your help.
Hi everyone, my name is Dion Deshen. I'm with the Port Gamble Slalom Tribal Government, and I was part of Team Sunshine with Jamie Jensen from John L. Scott Real Estate, Claudia Mitchell from the Kitsap Regional Library, Little Boston Branch, Joel Mapes from the Naval Undersea Warfare Center, Erica Cardiel from Suquamish Tribes Clearwater Casino, and Bill Shields from the Bainbridge Island Police Department. We developed the Hold On to Hope Suicide Prevention Toolkit. Our community sponsor was Kitsap Strong, and our financial sponsor was the Port Gamble Slalom Tribes Wellness Department, and we had numerous distribution partners in the community, too many to list, and we had requests for our product from as far away as Colorado. We developed 4,000 suicide prevention toolkits during the project. We did videos that were both testimonials and instructional for our human services partners. We did a public service announcement through BCAT in Bremerton and developed a Facebook page, and we had as many as 5,800 views in 1 week when we shared the video of an interview with our Leadership Kitsap colleague and Deputy Jeff Rogers, which you're about to see in the video toward the end. And now we'll start our video.
Team Sunshine came out of the gates sprinting. With lots of energy and a true wealth of dedication on the team, we quickly gelled and locked in on our purpose and project, reducing the number of suicides in our community. Ideas were shared, concepts analyzed, and decisions were made.
Many hands make light work, and we truly appreciate all who help.
4,000 resource kits with messages of hope and inspiration were designed and assembled. We are fortunate to have such strong support from our community partners and agencies who recognized the need and embraced our offering.
Hold On to Hope is far more than a collection of resources. It is a statement that the Kitsap community cares about all of its members and recognizes that we all struggle at times. We all need someone to care. Hold On to Hope is an expression of our community's care and love. We can all help someone hold on to hope.
Hi, my name is Cody Russell. I'm the Executive Director of Kitsap Strong, and I'm really excited to be supporting this work in our community focused on addressing mental health stigma in our community and really boosting support for individuals that may be struggling and considering suicide.
There is hope.
If you do reach out with compassion, you can give hope to someone who feels like they don't have any.
Hold on to hope.
So you had an experience with the Hold On to Hope pouch. Tell us what you did with the pouch.
I did. So it was actually a really touching story. There was a female who had basically been taken advantage of for a long time, and she finally snapped, and she was getting ready to go to jail because she had committed a crime. And so we talked about that for a little bit. A couple hours went on, and she was back and forth on if she wanted to turn herself in. And towards the very end of my shift, she did. She showed up, brought herself to the police station, and got in the back seat of my patrol car after I handcuffed her. And one of the first things that she asked me was, "You said that you had a packet that the community made for me?" And I said, "I do. I have it right here." And I handed her a packet just like this one that you all have provided us with. And as soon as she opened it and started going through the things in it, she just started crying. And she said, "I don't understand why people would care about me. You know, I've done bad things, and I don't deserve anything nice like that." And I said, "No, you know what? We disagree with you. We think you're a good person, and that you need to be loved on, and that there is hope for you as well." So it was just a really awesome opportunity for me as a peace officer to be able to take the project that your team has put together and actually impact lives on the street right there. I tell you, it's just really special to see someone who's at the bottom, who is hopeless, to look at that and just be inspired and encouraged by those words, by the items in there, the cards. Really awesome stuff.
Get involved. Contact Kitsap Strong.
Wow, thank you. All right. Our final team, Team 5, Invisible People. Mallory.
All right. I'm Mallory Wildy. I'm here to introduce Team 5, Invisible People. We're made up of Christy Cooper, Steve Gardner, Heidi Page, Jeff Rogers, Carrie Sikowski, and myself. We partnered with the Kitsap County Division of Housing and Homelessness to increase awareness and understanding of the Kitsap County's plan for a future navigation center shelter, which is a shelter that will provide resources and a place to stay for the county's most vulnerable or at risk for homelessness. We put together FAQs, attended public meetings, took a survey of people who actually would be living in the shelter to understand the needs that they have for this type of facility. We participated in a point in time count, a jail count to understand and interviewed people that are experiencing homelessness. And then we also interviewed and put together a story of people that are experiencing or have formerly experienced homelessness to kind of spread the message. So the main goal of our project was to look for an opportunity to tell the story of those in our community who are often seen as invisible because we felt that we were all potentially one step away from homelessness. So here's our video, and thank you.
Common that we actually try to survey the people who are the users of the of a potential project or program. We often are surveying the public, or talking to elected officials, or try to kind of like gathering information from experts. It's really useful to have information from the people who will likely be using the service, so that we can really make it a person-centered design.
I believe homelessness is making people mentally ill. And I think what needs to be understood with it is homelessness is survival. It's nothing else. It's survival.
We were thinking that we were going to do some ribbon cutting possibly years down the road, or never.
Changed to a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week center where they didn't have to leave at 7 a.m. in the morning anymore. And then also Peninsula Community Health
there to offer medical and mental health assistance. There's also chemical dependency assistance for people that want it. We have reports from Kitsap Rescue Mission that people that hadn't been sober or clean for years, when they had that place, that station to stay, they've actually entered rehab services. They've actually stepped forward for mental health services. So that's been really successful.
Okay, thank you so much.
Wow. Hey, thank you, everyone. Thank you, teams, all 5 of you, and your hard work. Thank you, Matt and Adrian, for all your work this year in supporting the class and their community service projects. It was impressive to sit there and watch and know that mid-year, all the teams had to step back and regroup. But resiliency as a leader, that's what we do, and we look for opportunities. And you each saw an opportunity, and you got to see your projects through, maybe in a different light, but you got to see your projects through. Congratulations, well deserved. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Irene Carper, COO of Port Madison Enterprises, and a proud alumni from the class of 2008 for Leadership Kitsap. Port Madison Enterprises has been a sponsor of Leadership Kitsap from the beginning. We partner in many ways to build leaders in Kitsap County. Irene?
Thank you, Jeff. As you can see, I have Erica Cardiel, class of 2020. Welcome, Leadership Kitsap, class of 2020. My name is Irene Carper. I am the COO of Port Madison Enterprises. I had the pleasure of watching our business grow for over the last 27 years. The goal of Leadership Kitsap is to build a new and continuing source of fine leaders. This is a goal that I agree with. As one of the newest Leadership Kitsap board members, it is my greatest pleasure to be addressing the future leaders of Kitsap. 2020 has been a year of trying times with the COVID-19 pandemic. Being fully operational employees, each of you are adjusting to our new world, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you make this community your own. PME and the Suquamish tribe strive to be a great leader in our community. One of those ways is by supporting you and the many leaders in Kitsap County. I'd like to personally congratulate PME's very own Erica Cardiel as one of our Leadership Kitsap 2020 honorees. Congratulations to Leadership Kitsap of 2020. Stay safe, stay healthy, and always strive for greatness. Back to you, Jeff.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Irene, and Port Madison Enterprises for all your support. I saw that, Erica. Thank you very much. Hey, it is that time of our program that we now get to recognize the class of 2020, the graduates. Please unmute all your microphones and cheer for each name as I call them. And here we go. Katie, everybody, are we ready? All right, here we go. Kim Baylock from Kitsap County Prosecutor's Office. And we just saw Erica Cardiel from Port Madison Enterprise, Suquamish Clearwater Casino and Resort. Right. Sarah Chamberlain, CHI Franciscan. Michael Collins, Holly Ridge Center.
Michael!
Christy Cooper, Keyport.
Hey, Christy!
Dion DeShin, Port Gamble Squalum Tribe.
Congratulations, Dion.
Ken Dickinson, Kitsap County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, Congratulations, Ken.
Donuts. Tatiana Epanchin. I'm sorry, that's with Catalyst Public Schools. Sorry, Tatiana. Need to finish my script there.
Okay, go Catalyst.
There we go. Steve Gardner, Kitsap County Auditor's Office. Bridget Glasspool, Kitsap County Community Resources. Jenny Higgs, Bremerton Housing Authority.
Yay, Jenny!
Jamie Jensen, John L. Scott Real Estate, Frank Wilson. Austin Kershaw, PSNS and IMF. We have, there's Austin.
There's Austin.
There he is. Congratulations. All righty. Karina Kong, Kitsap County. Elsa Cryer with Olympic College. Heather Lukashin from Olympic College Foundation.
Heather.
Joe Mapes, NUWC Keyport. Oh,
There he is. There you go.
all right, congratulations, Joel. Claudia Mitchell with the Kitsap County Regional Library. Melinda Monroe, City of Bremerton. Alexa Orchiola with Trillium Employment Services. Jessica Olette with PSNS and IMF. Heidi Pape with PSNS and IMF.
Yay.
Jeff Rogers with the Kitsap County Deputy Sheriff's Guild. And his friend. Excellent. And I'm sorry, did Bill check in today? Bill Shields with Bay Ridge Island Police Department?
No, yay!
Stand in. Carrie Sykowski with Kitsap County.
Yay, Carrie!
And Mallory Wild with Parametrics. Congratulations, class of 2020 graduates. I'm now going to turn our program over to Leadership Kitsap Alumni Association Chair Theresa Smith.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You made it. Woo! All right, find your pins. Get it ready. You're about to get pinned.
Be wearing it.
All right, as graduates, you are all now members of the Leadership Kitsap Alumni Association. Woo! More socials for you. This is an important network of community leaders with a shared vision to improve our community and grow as leaders. When you wear your pin at networking events, you will identify yourself as a Leadership Kitsap graduate. When you see others with their pin, you will have a unique connection of shared experience. Together, put on your pins. Congratulations. And to close our program, here is Wendy Kyle, our incoming board president.
Congratulations, class of 2020. That was amazing to see all of the work that you were able to accomplish this year, even as COVID hit our country. So congratulations to all of you. Leadership Kitsap uniquely brings together private, public, and nonprofit entities in a collaborative, nonpartisan way to explore our community's strengths and leadership challenges. Next year will look a little bit different, as we won't be holding our traditional class to focus on supporting our alumni and community leaders through COVID crisis and recovery. Look for many new upcoming leadership development opportunities throughout the year. We will also once again be hosting our community's 20 Under 40 Awards program in winter 2021 to celebrate and recognize our community's impressive young leaders under the age of 40. It's going to look different, but it will be a great year, so please join us. And now I will hand it back to Katie.
Thank you, Wendy. And oh my goodness, thank you everyone and the class and your amazing, amazing projects. That concludes today's program. Thank you again to our many sponsors, presenters, and volunteers, and everyone present and watching today. Thank you for supporting Leadership Kitsap, and especially the class of 2020, and our mission to foster and empower educated, prepared, and engaged community leaders. And now here's a little Justin Timberlake to sign off so we can keep the party going. Congratulations, everyone.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop.